Your Michigan Wolverines won a national championship finally. Jim Harbaugh goes to the NFL. Where were you at the time when the Wolverines won their first national championship in a very long time?
Man, I was driving back home from Charlotte back to Michigan. Had a little issue with my U-Haul trailer on the way back in the middle of West Virginia, so I just caught it on the radio for the whole game. I thought I was going to make it back in time for the second half, and got a little sidetracked in the middle of West Virginia. So watched it or listened to it on the radio. Incredibly happy for the guys. Couldn't have happened to a better group of guys, and excited for Jim and what he did and what he had to go through to get to that point. I played for him my last 2 years at Michigan, and to see where he took that program to where it was when we were 5-7 in 2014 to 10 years later, a national championship. It's pretty special, not just for those players and the coaches there, but everyone who has played for the winged helmet.
So Jim Harbaugh now transitions back to the NFL. What do you think the second time around his coaching style will be like from what he's done at Michigan to now in comparison to what he did with the 49ers?
Yeah, I think a lot has changed in 10 years since he's been in the NFL. Obviously, he was very successful with the 49ers, NFC championships, went to the Super Bowl and lost to his brother back in, I think, 2012.
Yep.
But he's seen the transition from obviously the NFL to the college, and now college back to the NFL. But there are so many things over these last even really 2 or 3 years in college that have made it seem more like the NFL with NIL. And what those guys are coming in from high school expecting, and now he gets to transition to what those top guys, those top rookies are looking for when they get to the NFL. He's going to have a little less control when he gets back to the NFL. I think he enjoyed that control when he was at Michigan. But these are grown men now. A lot of guys have mortgages and car payments and families and private schools they got to pay for, so they're not going to be looking for a babysitter. They're going to look for a coach who's had a lot of success and a coach who knows how to win. I think that's that's going to happen with Jim. Obviously, they have a great quarterback in Herbert, and to have an offensive-minded coach now with Harbaugh, I think it's going to be a pretty nice duo with those guys for a long time.
Chris, there was a lot of questions this year for the Carolina Panthers and the coaching. I thought Frank Reich was going to be a coach for there for a very, very long time, and something happened. Some people said he lost the locker room. Some people said he wasn't getting along with certain players. Some people said that the coaching staff weren't seeing eye to eye. I mean, obviously, I know you don't want to throw your team under the bus. Was there something going on that nobody knows about with the Carolina Panthers on why Frank Reich was let go?
I think bottom line is we sucked. we went 2-15. And that's on the players, that's on the coaches, that's on the front office, that's on everybody that was involved in the organization. And when you have an owner like Mr. Tepper, who wants results really fast, and who's been successful in every other venture of his life, it's kind of like a put up or shut up type of business. That's the NFL in general. I think if I was a head coach, I would have liked to see myself stick it out for at least the year. But those are tough decisions you have to make as an owner and as a front office. I don't know if it was necessarily one thing that stuck out that was like, hey, we got to fire this dude. Because like I said, going 2-15, there are so many different issues and things that go wrong within a season that it's hard to be like, the receivers weren't catching the ball, or the defensive line weren't getting sacks, or Frank Reich wasn't calling the right plays. It was a list of things that went wrong going 2-15. And when you're the head guy, you usually take the brunt of it and take most of the blame.